Good morning, Crossroads. It's good to be with you in the house of the Lord this morning. Would you guys stand? We're going to sing, give praise to our Lord. Thankful that He hears us, that He cares about us, that He loves us this morning. We're going to praise His name. There's no space. There's no space that His love can't reach. There's no place where we can't find peace. There's no end to amazing grace. Take me in. Take me with your arms spread wide. Take me like an orphan child. Never let go, never leave my side. And I am holding on to you. I am holding on to you. In the middle of the storm, I am holding on. I am. Love like this. Trust in Him this morning. This time we're going to turn to those around us. Would you guys greet this morning in the name of our Lord?
one another, and I hope that since the presence of God as we worship together this morning, I welcome you. If you're a guest this morning, I especially want to take a moment to welcome you. Thank you for being a part of this gathering this morning. We welcome you. Would invite you, if you're a guest this morning, to take a moment after this gathering to stop by a place we call Starting Point. It's just out these doors and to the right. If you would take a moment to stop by there, we would love to meet you, have a moment to connect with you. We have a gift for you this morning. We thank you for being a part of this gathering. I'd also ask you, if you're a guest this morning, if you'd take a moment, there's a Connect card in the chair pocket in front of you. If you'd take a moment to take one of those Connect cards, fill that out. We'd appreciate that. You can drop that in the offering plate here in a moment, or you could hand it to one of the Starting Point hosts after this gathering. Also in that chair pocket, you'll find a prayer card. It'd be our privilege to join you in prayer. If there's things that we can be praying with you about and interceding with you, that would be great. Or if there's answers to prayer that we can celebrate, if you want to take a moment to jot those down on that prayer card, that would be great. And you can also drop that in the offering plate. Here in a couple weeks, we have our big baptism bash. Looking forward to that. It's always a great time as we come together as the entire church community, as we celebrate together. It's for the whole church, all generations, to come together and enjoy this a meal together and fellowship. It's coming up on April the 23rd, so I hope that you'll note that and make plans to stay around that afternoon after the 10:45, so at noon, as we enjoy a meal together out on the grounds till about 12:45. Then we'll come back in this space at 1 o'clock, and we will be celebrating baptism and have a number of believers that will be baptized, children and adult. And so I hope you'll make plans to be a part of that. It's a great time. Looking forward to Big Baptism Bash coming up on Sunday, April the 23rd. Also wanted to let you know we have a baptism class today. If you're a believer and you haven't been baptized and you're interested in being baptized at the Baptism Bash, I would encourage you to be a part of the class today. It's right after the 10:45 gathering, so at noon over here in the Ministry Center. We have a class for students and adults, so middle school, high school students and adults. Pastor Brian Starner will be teaching that, and then a class for children and for one of their parents to attend, to be a part of it with them, and I'll be teaching that. If you are interested, love for you to be a part of that. We'll cover the history of baptism, the importance of baptism, and be going through that. And lunch is provided, child care, if that would help. A number of people have already signed up, but if you are interested and you haven't signed up, there is space for you. And so I'd love for you to be a part of that, and that's at noon over here in the Ministry Center. I hope you'll take a look this morning at an insert about Holy Week. It has the details of what's going on Holy Week. Hope you'll make plans to be a part of the Maundy Thursday service, which is a come-and-go communion from 6 to 8. There'll be prayer prompts, a chance to share in the Lord's Supper together. It's a very meaningful time on that Maundy Thursday. 6 to 8, it's come and go. I hope that you'll make plans to be a part of that. And then our Good Friday service. It's a tin embrace service. It's at 7 o'clock. So as that service progresses, this room will get darker and darker. It's a powerful service as we talk about what he did for us on the cross, the price that Christ paid, and think about his suffering. And I hope that you'll make plans to be a part of that service. It's a powerful service as we take time to be still and really allow the weight of the price that he paid to fill that weight. And then as we come together Easter Sunday and we celebrate together, 3 identical services at 8, 9:30, and 11. Children's programming through 6th grade will be available in the 9:30 and 11. And then in the 8 o'clock for children 4 and under, we will have child care in the 8 o'clock. Love for you to be a part of that. I hope that you will be here, but I hope you'll look for opportunity in these next days to invite someone. Maybe it's someone you work with or a neighbor, that you'll invite them to be a part of our Easter gatherings. Will help us if you can adjust and be a part of the 8 o'clock service. That'll help allow more space in the 9:30 and the 11 for guests that will be with us. Be praying for those services, and do be looking for opportunities to invite someone. I encourage you to do that. Number of things going on in the life of the church. I would encourage you, these are places to go for more information. The bulletin has information, a couple of inserts this morning that have information. Also our kiosks, as I mentioned, are out underneath the Ramada, a place to go if you have questions about ministry. I invite you to stop by there. Or the city, if you haven't joined us online, you can go to the web address on the screen and join us and be a part of the city where we communicate everything that's going on in ministry. I'm going to invite our ushers, if they would, to prepare at this time to come forward to receive our morning tithes and offerings. I wanted to remind you that today is Benevolence Sunday. It's got plates at the doors, and if you would like to give to benevolence, it's a ministry to help those who are part of Crossroads, to encourage those that are going through difficult times. Let's go to the Lord in prayer together this morning. Lord, we thank you for your presence here in this place, that you are with us. As we just sing about that you are a God that's present in the midst of the difficult times of life, that we do not journey alone, that you are a God who goes before us, walks right beside us. Lord, we thank you for who you are in our lives. We celebrate that this morning. Lord, I pray that you'd help us this morning, that as we worship you, that we would once again just continue to place our trust and our confidence in you, that the things that we might be carrying, the weight of maybe a decision or things that are going on at work or in the home, that we would lay those at your feet. That we would trust you, that we would let go of our confidence in you. Lord, I pray that you'd help us as we worship you in giving, as we bring a tithe, which is yours, and offerings. You have blessed us with much. May we be faithful and generous. May we honor you with all that you've entrusted to us. We thank you for your goodness and love. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
1, 2, 3. One, two, three.
The Savior sing, thy strength is small, child of weakness watching, finding me thine all in Jesus paid all to him I owe. Sin had left the crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. Would you guys stand and sing this with us? Lord, now. Lord, now indeed I feel alone. Change the leper's spots, melt the heart of stone. Jesus paid it all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. It's washed away, it's washed away. Died my soul to see. My lips shall still. Jesus paid all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. He washed it white as snow. He washed it white as snow. And oh, praise the one. And oh, praise the one who made my dead and raised this life up from the dead. Oh, praise the one who made my dead and praise the one who paid my debt and raised this life up from the dead. Oh, praise the one who paid my debt and raised this life up from the dead. Oh, praise the one who paid my debt and raised this life up from the dead. Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Savior, I come, quiet my soul. Redemption still, your blood was spilled. My ransom, everything I once held dear, and I count it all as lost. Lead me to the cross where your love poured out. Bring me to my knees, Lord, I lay me down. Rid me of myself, I belong to you. Oh, lead me to the cross. Savior, I come. Savior, I come. Quiet my soul. Remember. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. Hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. Dare not trust the sweetest frame, but only lean on Jesus' name. On Christ, and on Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. The darkness seems to hide His face. I rest on His unchanging grace. Every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the veil. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. Other ground is sinking sand. He shall come with trumpet sounds. Oh, may I then in Him be found. In His righteousness alone, faultless to stand before the On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. On Christ the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. Other ground is sinking sand.
I've been thinking about the bosses I had when I was younger. About my very first boss, my very first real boss at Woolworths in downtown Pueblo, Colorado. If you're probably younger than 40 or 45, you don't know what a Woolworths